The reason they drag you down is because they don't believe themselves that they can achieve something great. That's why they will tell you that the things you're thinking about, the dreams you have, the things you want to accomplish are just not possible. Limiting yourself in any way has zero benefit, has zero upside, because the only thing you're doing is actually just limiting yourself, limiting your true potential on what you truly could be capable of. And let's be real, I don't see any upside in that. What is good? Welcome back to another episode of the What's Next podcast with myself, Dominic Speer. And in today's episode, episode 4, I want to talk about what is, in my opinion, the number one thing that is keeping people stuck and away from change. Now, if you want to be exceptional, by definition, you have to be an exception, meaning you have to do things differently to most. Now, I think we can all agree that most people want to be successful. They want to be exceptional. They want the girl of their dreams. They want the car of their dreams. They want to make a certain amount of money. They want the body of their dreams. Now, the question just becomes, are you willing to do what it takes? So if you want to be exceptional, if you want to be successful, I highly encourage you to listen up. Let's dive right in. Now, in today's episode, I want to talk about a concept called the crab basket. I'm not sure if you've heard of it yet, but pretty much the crab basket is you could put a bunch of crabs in a basket and they would not escape. And the reason for that is just because they pull each other down. Whenever a crab tries to escape and climbs on top of each other and then tries to go over the edge, they pull each other down, meaning they never actually escape the basket, even though they could if they helped each other. Now, this is an analogy that is relevant to our lives, our everyday lives, because if you're trying to achieve something great, if you're trying to be exceptional, if you're trying to be different, there will be people that want to drag you down, just like in the crab basket, not let you escape from being normal. And this might be people that you don't even expect. It might be friends, it might be family, people close to you. Now, the thing is, it's often very subconscious on their end. And the reason for that, the reason they drag you down is because they don't believe themselves that they can achieve something great. And that's why they will tell you that the things you're thinking about, the dreams you have, the things you want to accomplish are just not possible. They're too big. They'll tell you, you are dreaming too big. You are being delusional. What are you thinking of? And the only thing they are doing is they are portraying their beliefs onto you because they don't believe. Now, I'm a very, very big believer in that limiting yourself in any way has zero benefit, has zero upside. Because the only thing you're doing is actually just limiting yourself, limiting your true potential on what you truly could be capable of. And let's be real, I don't see any upside in that. And what's the upside of eliminating all limitations? The upside is that you can actually create an amazing life, the life of your dreams. Now, again, there will be people that are trying to drag you down. And then it just becomes the question of, are you willing to cut out certain people out of your life? I still remember this quite vividly. Well, this was quite recent, that's why I do. But pretty much in January of this year, in January of 2023, I decided to travel to Germany and live in a extremely remote village on the edge of Germany and the border to Austria. I was in a village called Kiefersfelden, and I was in practically the middle of nowhere, like literally the middle of nowhere. The apartment was a little bit outside of that remote village. There were only old people, and I went there on purpose. And the reason for that was because I wanted to isolate myself. I wanted to fully focus and grow my business, start my business, take it to new heights, become the best version of myself. And I knew in order to do that, I needed to isolate myself from certain people. Now, did I have to go that extreme? Probably not. But I was willing to do whatever it took. And this reminds me of an example of Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant is known for extreme work ethic, extreme in general, but extreme work ethic and willing to do whatever it takes to win. Now, when I say whatever it takes to win, he cut out his family. Literally, there was a time period from 2000 to 2005, I'm not sure exactly where, but he literally cut out his family because he was dealing with some things and he was willing to do whatever it took to be successful, to catch Michael Jordan, to be the best basketball player he could be and chase greatness. Now, when I was in Kiefersfelden, right, I'm not trying to compare myself to Kobe Bryant in any way whatsoever. I was just trying to get away from certain people. I was willing to cut out certain family or limit my time with certain family. I was willing to cut out certain friends in my life, not because they bad people, they just didn't want the same things as me. And I knew in order to get to the level I wanted to get to, in order to become the best version of myself that I wanted to be, in order to get into the best shape of my life, in order to grow and take my business to new heights, I needed to get away from certain people. And I'm sure you've heard the saying that you are the sum of the 5 people you surround yourself with most. So my thinking was, okay, I can't necessarily get around millionaires right now, billionaires right now, but what I can do is, what is amazing with this new world we live in, is listen to podcasts and basically only adapt the beliefs and stories of millionaires and constantly listen to them. And I was like, if I isolate myself, grow my business, and only surround myself with, let's say, the Alex Hormozis of the world, the Gary V's of the world, I would eventually adapt their character traits and their beliefs, which is what I wanted. And by listening to podcasts, by listening to them the whole day, or reading books, etc., I did adapt their character traits or some of them at least, and their behaviors. And as a result, my life dramatically changed in 6 months. And I was willing to do whatever it took because I wanted it. I really, really wanted it. And then the question just becomes, are you willing to do what it takes? And if you are, you might need to have these conversations with your close friends, with your loved ones. For example, let's say you're trying to get into the best shape of your life and you've been previously going out a lot, drinking with certain friends, and these friends are good people. But right now you want to get into the best shape of your life, and this is really, really important to you. You need to have hard conversations with these people. You need to set the expectations. And what you need to tell them exactly is, hey, Rob, whatever his name is, like, look, my brother, you're a good dude, and you are currently drinking a lot. You're going out a lot, which is totally fine. I have no issue against that. It's just right now, I'm trying to get into the best shape of my life. I'm trying to get absolutely shredded, and this is really, really important to me. So I still want to spend time with you. It's just I do not want to be tempted into drinking. I do not want to be exposed to constant drinking. I do not want to be exposed to constant bad foods. Now, if you want the best for me, can you see that? And if not, I need to limit my time with you. But if you are willing to sort of compromise, you can just sort of not talk about it or not tempt me and actually support me with this goal. Because if you care about me, that is exactly what you'll do. And the thing is, sometimes you need to have these hard conversations. What you're thinking in your mind, tell them up front, because that is often the truth, and that is what will drive progress forward with the relationship and the goal you're trying to achieve. So just setting the expectations with the people close to you that you still care about. And if they don't see, or if they can't support you with this, they should candidly not be in your life, or at least have a big part of their life or your time. So that is also a good way to find out if they actually want the best for you. Now then, just limiting or cutting them out completely, right? If they do not want that. And if they do still support you, amazing, right? But you need to set the expectations and be upfront with them. Now again, are you willing to do it? That's just the question. Because look, everyone wants to be a millionaire. It's just only certain people are willing to actually do what it takes. So again, are you willing to do what it takes? Are you willing to cut out certain people? And again, sometimes it's subconscious on their end, and you just need to make them aware of it. They're not doing it on purpose. They just have smaller dreams. They just don't believe in themselves, and they are limiting you because of that. And if you want to be great, if you want to be exceptional, you have to do things that are out of the exception, meaning you have to behave differently, meaning you also have to have these hard conversations if you truly, truly want it. So I just want to summarize this episode with, look, if you're trying to be exceptional, if you're trying to, with whatever it is, like, you don't have to take it to extremes, right? But if you're trying to be exceptional, you need to do things that are out of the exception. And that might require limiting time with certain family members. That might require cutting out certain people out of your life because they are limiting you and your potential. Now, I hope that was valuable, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Y'all have a blessed day.